Hi, I'm Dr. Elva Edwards, and welcome to my vlog on my website, healingchildhoodloss.com, that I created for those of us who lost a parent when we were a child. If you look on my website, you'll see the 10 ways that I have outlined that you can lose a parent when you're a child. I'm in the series right now of talking about imprints, the imprints that we have when we're a child. One of the ones that I think about is having company. You know, I lived with my grandparents on a farm and I loved having company. Maybe it was because we were a bit isolated on a farm, but whatever the reason, probably an imprint, right? I loved having company. I remember my grandma did too, and we had, my aunt and uncle from out of town would come, but other people would come too, maybe not to spend the night, but for eating and things like that. But we always loved having company, and my grandma always told me my home was open to any of my friends. Even after I married and went away, sometimes I would have friends come and enjoy a meal with us or Christmas with us, because grandma always taught me, you can bring anybody you want here. So I was imprinted with company is fun, and where I know some people may have an imprint that company is kind of like having a pain in it, you know what. And so I want you to think, how were you imprinted when you were a child? Did your parent or parent substitute, did they enjoy having company? I've met some people who said they were never allowed to have a friend come over or anything, and that's just so different from my experience. My grandma told me when I was in high school, I didn't even have to ask. I could always have somebody over. But that was life living a little different back then, because my grandmother did not work outside the home. Believe me, she worked plenty, but she didn't work outside the home. And I do think that that makes a lot of difference, whether you want your children to have company or not. You might leave a comment. Let us know, how was having company in your home when you were a child, and how do you feel about it now as an adult? Do you like to have company? I remember when I was a little girl, when we had company come up, I would run out and say, "Are you going to spend the night?" And my grandma would pull me aside one time and said, "Honey, that's not nice to ask." And I was like, "Huh? I thought it was." I didn't see the problem with that, but I loved having company. I loved for them to spend the night. So it was a treat for us. I considered it a treat. And when I have company now, I do consider it a treat. Leave a comment. Let us know how you felt and what your imprint is. And I will see you next week.